to the game.
Give me a break, need another life. Oh, need another life. Give me a break, need another life.
This season will be the last that Everton will play at Goodison Park before moving to their new stadium for the 25-6 season. The first game on this farewell tour is the Women's Super League match between themselves and Manchester United. Welcome to the first match of the Goodison Park farewell tour, as both Everton women and men's teams begin their final seasons playing at Goodison Park before moving to the new waterfront stadium, well, it's near the waterfront anyway, in the summer of 2025, just before the start of the 25-6 season. It's going to be sad to see it go. Goodison Park has been a main staple for many a year in the Premier League and the Women's Super League since the Women's Super League inception in 2011. And it has been the home to many great Everton players and coaches that went on to probably be better players and coaches elsewhere. Wayne Rooney comes to mind, obviously. David Moyes went on to... obviously, David Moyes on the men's side never really won anything at Everton, unfortunately, but he did go and win the Europa Conference with West Ham United later in his career. There have been rumours of David Moyes returning to the main Everton side this season, or at least he's being in consideration, but they are rumours just now. So to today's action is match day 2, of course, of the Women's Super League. Manchester United coming on from that famous 5-0 win on opening day, which Letizia and Turner really were the standouts, as was Geze's hat-trick. But it was the defence that was a absolute fortress that no one could get anywhere near. Well, in the first day match anyway against West Ham. And unsurprisingly, Mike Skinner, as a result of that, has named an unchanged side for his Manchester United side today. So, with that matchup, you probably have to say Manchester United are contenders for this league season. And of course, as we stated before, Manchester United have never won the Women's Super League. It is a very young team. I think it was formed in 2018 or 2019, so they've not been around long. This league has been dominated by the likes of Brighton and most notably Chelsea. Of course, Sam Kerr being the mainstay reason for that. But yeah, so one of 2 minimum fixtures we'll have at Goodison Park for its final year. We could have more than that. Obviously, we've got the match between Everton and Arsenal later in the men's season. They could also feature in a cup final or even a cup tie with Arsenal. But unfortunately on the women's side, because Manchester United are not a part of the Champions League this season and the FA Cup hasn't been added to the game yet, the league is kind of all we've got. But we had a real eye-opener for the first game, didn't we? Manchester United, as I said, just absolutely taking West Ham to school in all assets of the pitch. And if it keeps going like that, the glory days could really be coming back to Old Trafford in a very unusual form. But right now, Erik ten Hag is being a very respectable start to the season. And of course, he did already win the Community Shield, so Manchester United have already won a trophy this season. And now they're looking for more, and the women in particular. And there's an early shot there that went wide. United looked unbeatable in that game. It truly has to be said. And they'll be looking to carry that on today. It is going to be a rough away test. This crowd is going to be absolutely rocking in all occasions at Goodison Park this season. They're going to be making the most of this final year, but take it from me, the new stadium is more been a fitting replacement. Trust me. As here comes Pay, comes forward, and Tourist Joyce makes a good early save. And as we said last time out, Tourist Joyce has huge gloves to fill, as the legend Mary Earps actually departed for Paris Saint-Germain. She didn't actually retire. I later learned that she's part of Paris Saint-Germain now, as a mainstay in the Champions League, so I guess that had a lot to do with that, to be fair. But Mary Earps, well, she's legendary for a reason, and I believe she was part of the Lionesses squad that won that European Championship. Gaeta comes forward, but the header is mediocre at very best and very poor at absolute worst, to be fair. She had a lot more time than she realised, to be fair, but it is a lot easier up here to say that than it is down on the pitch. Anything can happen in the blink of an eye. He's stabbing it. Guevara is tackled by Bitzel already. Oh God. And Payne was immediately tackled by Blundell, as that excellent Manchester United defence is showing its status again. Here comes Galton forward. She's gone past her there and she scored, and Manchester United lead by a goal to nil. 10 minutes, that did not take long, as Manchester United assert their authority once again. It's Leah Galton who opens the scoring this time around. Well, she had a lot more space than she realised, and she was able to take her time. The defending of Everton was relatively poor, to be fair. I mean, they were with her, but she left them all behind and put it in the back of the net. It's a great shot. Bronson, sadly for her, no chance. Here with the outside of the boot, giving it a real spin and dip on that. That's a great shot, and a great worthy shot of taking the lead. And Leah Galton has opened the scoring with a great strike. And that number 11 shirt holding so much meaning for Manchester United fans. Ryan Giggs synonymous with it. Back in the 90s, of course. And even later into his career, quite frankly. And until recently, held the most appearances for Manchester United until someone beat it. I won't say who. It's a poor cross by the Everton player there. Wasn't really sure who it was. A lot of these players still relatively new to me. But as we said before, the women's Lionesses' win in the European Championships sent this part of the sport skyward. And it has never really found a limit since. It's continued to grow over the years. It is great to see. Guevara and Turner and Letitia have already assumed positions. In fact, Letitia actually went after the Guevara there, I think it was, and it's actually a goal kick. It looked more like a corner to me. To Lad, and there's a foul there. And it's going to be an Everton free kick, I think. Well, they'll take that, I guess. They probably would have preferred the corner that I almost felt for sure was going to happen. But in any case, Finnegan will take this. And I think that was Nordland there with a good header forward. Until to Toon. Galton. And you may remember Nikita Paris, who scored against West Ham. Oh, wait a minute. And Bolton has forced a corner. Good save by Bronson. But Nikita Paris has actually been supposedly in talks with Brighton to join them when the transfer window reopens, or maybe even beforehand if it can get a loan deal over the line. Apparently there was some paperwork as the window closed that never really finalised, and they've been trying to sort that out at Brighton to get her on board. So, will she feature against her old team later on this season? I can watch this space on that one. And here is Tolstoy's making a save, and Turner clearing it away. Well, no one was back for Manchester United there, but Turner got back far enough to get the clearance in. But no one really went to Payne, I think it was, to get the ball off her. To Hasashi, and tackled by New Zealand as that great Manchester United defence. They got back there in the end. It's Visit. Team to Ladd. Ladd immediately chased down, and there's Payne. And now here's Hasashi again. It's going to be cut out by Turner. Here's Toon. Toon trying to play over the top, but it was well read by the Everton defender. Now he finds Ayashi. Now the bar is trying to exploit some space again. Riviere does brilliantly to close that down. United looking so comfortable in these first match, and then 25 minutes into this one, they're looking relatively comfortable here. Mandel. Beautiful ball, but Finnegan reads it well, to be fair. But it was a wonderful ball there. Hayashi. And Payne has found some space here down the right-hand side. Blundell immediately cuts her off. And Everton have got an almost impossible-looking task today to break down that defence. It was stellar against West Ham. It truly was a 5-star performance to go with their 5 goals. Omengard. Payne. Tackled by Blundell again. She's right there, the captain. Manchester United playing tremendously on defence at the moment. Trini's Joyce. You can't envy her position. She's got such a big space to fill. Mariap's moving on. Moving there to Visit. This is from free, and here's Gazer. She's already scored a multitude of goals in her game against West Ham, but again, I think that was Finnegan who was right there to block her off. Great defending. It's been a very entertaining first half hour here on the first game of the Goodison Park farewell tour. Like we said, it's going to be sad to see it go, but trust me when I say the new home is definitely state-of-the-art. A nice picturesque view as well, right by the waterfront in Liverpool. It's going to be a picturesque stadium, that's for sure. Everton, one of the great clubs in world football, and the new stadium is definitely fitting that moniker. There's a powering past the marker there, and I think it was Finnegan, but the shot goes wide. It's a good attempt. Probably could have taken a couple of steps more in, maybe. She must have at least made the keeper work on that one. Gosling has got away with one there. He's busy. Toon. Looking and finding Geza, brilliant pass and a great tackle by Vemersmead there. She got the ball first. It was a clean challenge, and now Everton are away with Hasashi here. Letitia is entered battle with the ball and gets the throw. It did come out for Hayashi last. Riviere. Ladd. Toon. United trying to get forward, but again, I think that's Finnegan. And that ball out. Toon went to chase it and won it. Wonderful play by the Toon. And now here's Geze again. She's got to score. Oh, so close to doubling the lead. You could argue that she had to score there, but to be fair, Finnegan, who was actually there, was there enough to put her off a little bit, but the shot was so close. United on top of proceedings here thus far. A bit of a mix-up there. Riviere has gone a bit further forward than she would like. Hayashi is now on it, but United have got back. There's the Shundes and I almost said Matt Letitia there. And Manchester United away with Gizzy again. This time she has to score. She's got so much more time. Oh, she's put it over. And very much contrary to last week, Gizzy can't get a shot on target, or at least on the back of the net. And I think it was Leah Letitia back there that did some great defending in the first place, and United with a blitzing counter-attack, but Geze could not put it in the back of the net. She scored 3 in the 5 win against West Ham. This time, she's ended up with 0 out of 5 shots, ironically. For the moment, this was played by Toon there. Visit. And maybe Manchester United have to maybe go through someone else when it comes to scoring goals, because Geza, unfortunately, hasn't put one on target. Here's Gabara on the other end, and she scores, and Manchester United are made to pay for their lack of efficiency on goal. And Everton will take that. Well, Gabara, so much space here with Turner out of position, and Letitia really nowhere to be found either. And after a stellar performance against West Ham, it's not looking so star-studded in this one for Manchester United. Ima Gabaro has given Everton an equaliser. Really, against the run of play, United have been the better side so far. Just not when it comes to putting the ball in the back of the net. And the defending was a bit lacklustre there as well. United with it all to do. That's an equaliser. That's now made the score 1-1, and we've got a game on now. And Rivier's blown past everybody. Geza tries to head it back up, but I think it hit the wrong part of her head. And I think Finnegan has taken a hit there. She's a bit slow to get to her feet. And they'll be lucky that half-time is just around the corner. Let's hope it's Finnegan can hopefully just run it off. Payne was offside, and that could have been very dangerous. Let's have a look at this again. With the VAR check. And she's not far off. She is offside, but it's not by much at all. Her knee was offside more than anything else. Now I have to keep an eye on Finnegan to see if she starts the second half. Great piece of play there. And now Visit. Manchester United certainly showing some forward intent, even if they're not putting the ball in the back of the net. But here comes Toon, and it's a great save by Brosnan, to be fair. Good save, puts it back to Ladd. Oh, it's great defending by Finnegan. She might be feeling something, but that was great. A great block, and a vital one as well. Ladd was pretty much almost clear-cut to score. But Finnegan, despite her struggles and feeling some pain, she put her body on the line, more or less. Great defending. And this game has really opened up since the goal. Manchester United certainly were the ascendancy in the first half, but the goal by Gabaro has snuffed it out. And Manchester United now in for a game they probably didn't expect. Gelton opened the scoring, but Everton have grown into the game, culminating in an equaliser. And Manchester United are going to have more of a game than they did against West Ham, that's for sure. It's 1-1 at the break. Look into the second half here at Game 1 of the Goodison Park Farewell Tour. And we have a game here today. Everton and Manchester United in the Women's Super League Game Week 2. And it's 1-0 at the moment. Manchester United on top for most of the first half. But a bit of a lapse in concentration in defence led them down a bit. And Gaboro took advantage and gave Everton an equaliser. But it's been all Manchester United in this game so far. But Guse has been failed to hit the target on all attempts to take that one. No! Oh, that was unfortunate. That's not her fault. That's just the way it goes with the stylish kick. She went for the spectacular. Unfortunately, it wasn't on target. Finnegan is still having some pain in that arm. it might be something that the Everton manager might have to consider taking her off, because she's still struggling with it as we begin the second half. And United immediately getting on the front foot. But Geze again just can't hit the back of the net. She scored 3 against West Ham. She's drawn up a 0 in this one. So far at about 6 or 7 shots. Turner. It's a wonderful looking pass. Could be handball, but Everton do get the advantage anyway. There were shouts for it. And here is Snodges. A bit too far out, unfortunately. Mike Skinner certainly wasn't expecting this when he arrived at Goodison Park earlier this afternoon, because they pretty much rolled over West Ham and were wonderful defensively. In regard to Payne. Tackled by Ladd, and now here's Toon, and now United come forward again. Geze is still being trusted with shots. Brosnan actually makes a save on that one. That'll give us some confidence. She's not really been on target today. She's been mostly on target. She had a close one in the first half. It went agonisingly wide. Now I believe it is Ladd with the corner. And to no one in particular apart from Payne to clear it away. Muslim got ahead to that. That was well played. And Galton tried a shot from outside the box. And good defending by Everton again. Giving United a taste of their own medicine here. Gaboro to Hayashi, and Riviere is pulled back for a foul, I think. That's a free kick. It's Manchester United's free kick. It's offside. How close was this? Whoa. We have the billboard in the way. The billboard was in the way. We couldn't see anything there. We'll have to take VAR's word for it on that one, because we couldn't tell, unfortunately. Is it? And the deflection has found its way to Toon. Toon in towards Geze. And Brosnan comes out and claims it. Well done. Steven Vick. Payne was very influential in the first half. She had a couple of mazy runs. It turned into goal-scoring opportunity. Deflection is like, giving the Everton the ball back. And here's Shundes, and good stop there by Charles Joyce. It'll do wonders for her confidence to get it back after conceding that goal in the first half. Payne gets it back. Everton really are pushing this. And now Laetitia and Turner are being made to work here. And Charles Joyce gets it back again. Yeah, it looks up. And wonderfully played there, but Toon's header was a bit too far. But Bidzit did get the challenge in. Some great new hypermotion technology for this season. All across the games you'll be seeing things like that. It's kind of state-of-the-art stuff. Toon with a lot of space. Finnegan is the only one back. She's busy trying to mark up Guse, but the help came across eventually. It's been end-to-end stuff here at Goodison Park. A cross ball to the other side. Gaboro gets her head to it. Gali gets down to it, which is wonderfully done, but Laetitia reads it well. Is it? And now Toon. Oh, she's played in Galton. She's got to score. She does. It's the same shot and goal result as it was in the first half. And United have restored their lead. Wonderful cut through the defence with the passing. And Galton gets another for her effort. This pass from, I think it was Toon, wonderfully split open the defence. Galton going with exactly the same shot. that beat Brosnan in the first half. It is pretty much a carbon copy, but they all count. You might as well take it if it were worked already. And United have their lead back. But Everton are certainly not out of this game by a long chalk yet. Austin with a great tackle. One ball would certainly more or less seal it for United. And they certainly look like getting it at the moment. It's Golter again on a hat-trick now. She gets tripped and Gursey scores. It would have been a penalty anyway. That's it. That could be game over. And Geze finally gets a goal for her effort today. Well, it would have almost certainly been a penalty. Yeah, Galton goes down. I think the referee was looking to put a whistle to the mouth there and blow it for a penalty, but Geze finished the chance. And it's 3-1 United. And here we go then. United upping through the gears now. Well, United will be very thankful that penalty wasn't called for, because they got the goal anyway. And scoring from 12 yards is not as easy as it looks. And I know from experience. God, and Payne keep it amongst themselves, but it's too much of the ball and Narsland takes advantage. Now he's 2. And United just cannot be dealt with. And now 2 surely is going to score. Oh, good save by Brosnan, to be fair. And when United counter-attack, it is glorious to look at. Ladd picked out a spot, but Brosnan saw it all the way. Good save. And now Ladd will take the resulting corner. Very windy day here at Goodison Park. Brosnan grabs that one out of the air. Or a somewhat windy day, we should say. Hope the Everton captain finds Gabara, who's going to have all the pitch to run at. He's beating everyone for pace. Gabara scored in the first half. And now he is paid. Oh, it's a beauty. We've certainly got some beauties in our coverage this season. Another wonder strike. To be fair, we've already seen it in our coverage of Arsenal this season. Well brought down and well struck. Nothing Trollish Joyce could do about that one. It's a beauty strike and it puts Everton right back in it. And Tony Payne, who's been looking at threatening all day, finally gets a goal for her effort as well. It's 3-2 and we got a cracker here. And this is the perfect way to start the farewell tour of Goodison Park. An absolute classic with Everton right in it for sure. Contemplates on Geze, but Geze was heavily marked. She knew it. She tried to turn out and shoot. And Finnegan, I think, was there again. She's been tremendous today. She was even running about with a bit of an arm injury, but it seems that it could be just slight bruising and she's soldiering on. Great effort from her. Payne and Stevic combining very well there. Here's Hayashi. And great take there by Turner, and now 2. And now Geze, a beautiful ball over the top. Geze, oh! She's just not been able to find the target at the same rate she did at West Ham. It's a beautiful strike though. Oh, it's just dipping away. And now we're going to get a substitution. Geze, that was her last action of the match. And she goes off for Turland, I think her name was. Or I think it might have been Williams that came on actually. Yes, it was Williams. My apologies for that. Marland has gone on for Bizet. And third Bundell, the captain, has made way to Sandersberg. So a whole fresh up for this Manchester United side for the final 11 minutes of the game. And now here's two, brings it down. And I think Homingard got in the way of that. I think it's a corner. It is. And Letitia is coming over to take it. That's interesting. And, well, it's not half bad. It did end up with pain, though. Here's Finnegan. Certainly deserves an honourable mention for her efforts today. Hayashi. Everton certainly not out of this. Not by a long way. Had a great game today. That's going to be a foul. Hardly called. And it looks wonderfully taken. And Payne is going to get there ahead of Ladd, and she has. And here's a goal, and she's put it wide that time. And, well, probably could have done better there, to be honest. Well, with 6 minutes to go, it's so evenly poised here. Both teams could score another. Here's Toon. And it was a bit audacious, if anything else. Well, not audacious, but ambitious would probably be the right word. They can go in, though. And here is Williams. Williams has done wonderfully here. She holds up the ball well. And Toon picks out the wrong pass. And here's Garley. And United have to gallop to get back here. They could be in trouble. And Hayashi has got clear. And it's an equaliser. And Manchester United, the makers of their own undoing. That was the wrong pass. I think, I'm not sure who was open in the Manchester United box, but there was a teammate there. And she picked the wrong one. And Everton just bombed forward, culminating in this by Ayashi. And it is an equaliser with minutes left. I think there's 2 plus added time. And Manchester United, if this doesn't turn soon, it's going to be 2 points dropped, because I think it was Toon that made the wrong pass. And that immediately closed down as Everton looked to preserve this advantage. 4 minutes of add-on time. It has been end-to-end stuff all day here. I think a draw is probably a fair result. United have a lot of the first half. But that first Everton goal has really sprung them to life. They did not United get away. A wonderful pass. That should have been what happened earlier. Williams keeps the ball. Oh, it's a great save by Brosnan. Williams has to come out. And Brosnan made herself big. But I think it was Finnegan again who was right there with her. She's had an absolutely stellar game. Sanchez. Here's Hayashi. Running out of time. I think it is going to be a 3-3 draw. New Zealand does well. Hayashi commits a foul. Is she going to go into the book? With seconds left. She certainly is. I believe it was a rash challenge, to be fair. And a bit of an unnecessary one, to be completely fair. Wasn't really worth doing that at the end of the game. And giving the ball to your opponent, because if Manchester United do muster up one final chance from here and they score, That could be a flashpoint in this game. We've already had one with a wrong pass. And it's wasted. And that was the last kick of the game. Well, as starts to farewell tours go, this was a bit of a classic, wasn't it? 3-3, but Mike Skinner will be lucky at this match as 2 points dropped. They had the advantage in the first half. Everton brought it back, and then United rolled forward with another 2 goals. But Everton, such as the spirited fight back, did fight back and made it 3-0 in a classic scoreline. But Manchester United, probably on terms of performance, probably should have won this match, but it didn't happen. 3-0 in an absolute classic here. Well, let's take a look at the scores around the games today. I think we start at Crystal Palace, who won 3-2 against Chelsea. Manchester City, much like the male counterparts, won as well. That puts them to second in the table, 2 points behind the Spurs side that won 1-0 at Aston Villa. Other scores: West Ham bounced back from their defeat at Old Trafford by winning 3-1. And Leicester beat Arsenal by 3-2. So that means for the table, Spurs lead it from the 2 Manchester clubs. Leicester City 4th, Brighton 5th, Chelsea 6th. This is obviously 12 teams in this one. West Ham 7th, Crystal Palace 8th, Arsenal up to 9th as they drew on, I believe it was opening day. Liverpool 10th and Everton 11th. The only team not to score so far, unfortunately for them, is Aston Villa. There's still plenty of time to rectify that.